Oh, looking good. Still a little dark.
Like dirt. Just our second episode, I guess?
Second episode, part 2.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Sometimes you just gotta tickle it.
All right, back again. Episode 2. This is Q&A. Part 2.
Part dose. First question. What are the top 5 places you want to visit?
I'd say Australia's always been a big one. They got some big ass bugs over there, dude. I'd say Australia.
There's 4 more.
The Great Wall of China, Pyramids of Egypt, Leaning Tower of Pizza, and New York.
Oddball at the end. Number 1. Oh, top 10.
Take 2.
Top 5 places I would want to visit probably have to be Germany because there is an Oswego, Germany, and there's a castle. So there's a Oswego castle somewhere in Germany. Number 2, I'd probably say Portland. Number 3, probably England. 4, probably like Greece or Rome. And then 5, Texas.
The best country in the world.
Go Cowboys!
Texas. Which superpower would you choose and why?
Invisibility, just because it'd be cool to just like get away from people. Zam, and I'm gone.
So you wouldn't use it to go creep on people?
No. I'm not a fucking creeper. That's it.
That's it right
That's
there.
it.
That's heat.
What would you, your superpower be?
No hesitation.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to fly. I actually have dreams about flying. Like, I'll be flying and then I try to tell somebody, like, yo, check this out, I can fly. And I go to fly, take off, and then bam, on my face, just right in the ground.
It'd be cool to just like be a normal dude. My superpower is being a normal guy. So this question is, what is your biggest pet peeves?
I freaking hate getting cut off. Yeah, don't even get any ideas, bro.
How is that?
Like when I,
My mom would do this all the time and it would just absolutely piss me off. She would tell me to do something, and as I'm doing that, certain things that she told me to do, she's telling me to go do something else. But like, the second thing would have like nothing to do with the first thing.
so she would be like, do the dishes, and while you're doing the dishes, she'd be like, mow the lawn.
Yeah, pretty much, kind of. Oh, another thing, when you're playing online,
Right.
and she tells you to pause it. You can't pause a multiplayer game. I mean, you can pause, but you're dying, family.
Ooh, this is a good one. What are your phobias?
I got a lot. I don't like spiders. Even though Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, like he's a man, and then he like grows like 6 arms, and he has like a head of a spider. But yeah, I don't like spiders. I don't like heights.
So you don't like roller coasters?
Nope. I would not ride roller coasters at all, unless it was like touching the ground.
So like a train.
Yeah.
So one of my friends, his wife got him skydiving tickets, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going." Would you do that?
I'm not skydiving. No.
So you're telling me if you were married and your wife got you like skydiving tickets, you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not going."
That's a tough one. Not only do I have to imagine that I'm married,
That's scary in itself.
because your boy's single as a Pringle, I would have to imagine turning down my wife for giving me a birthday present. I feel like I would also be mad because if your wife knows you're scared of heights, why would she buy you?
Because maybe she's trying to get you out of your bubble. What if she was like, "If you don't go, I won't take care of you," we'll say.
We're going skydiving. And then the last one is, I fucking hate clowns. I fucking hate clowns.
Yeah, I hate clowns. I hate
Fuck
clowns.
clowns, man.
I hate clowns. In Not Scary Farms, they have a whole clown section. I steered way clear of that section, dude. Fuck that section.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
I'll pass.
You guys have fun. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, you can take those clowns and shove them up your asses.
Yeah, fuck clowns. What is your go-to drink when you're with the boys?
It depends on the setting, man. It all depends on the setting. If it's an all-day thing, I gotta go with beer, because I gotta pace myself.
Hey! Motherfucker. That's a pet peeve right there, too. I hate fucking sneezing. It is the dumbest bodily function ever invented. Fuck sneezing. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me sometimes because a lot of the drinking nights that we have with the boys, it's always involves beer, and I'm not a big beer guy. So to compromise, I either go with Twisted Teas, and I'll go with Mike's Hard.
Do you get those with tampons too?
I'm gonna switch my answer from Mike Hard to
Say something manly, bro.
White Claws. They just hit different.
White
It's like drinking a water that tastes like water. They sneak up on you. You know what else sneaks up on you? Twisted Teas. Cause you're like, man, this tastes like tea. Next thing you know, you're like 6 deep into a 12 pack, and you're like,
Damn. It's kind of like tampons. Just sneak up on you. You're sleeping, and next thing you know, you're 6 deep in your ass.
but no, I'm a classic. English is
two.
English is my second language.
What's your first?
English. I'm a classy man, so if I go for the heavy heaters,
That's heat.
wow, heavy heaters, I usually go with Jim Beam and Coke. Get that vanilla Jim Beam. Get yourself a nice 2 liter of cherry Coca-Cola. And you have your nice little alcoholic beverage, cherry vanilla Coke. What's that, Dr. Pepper?
What made you want to join the Marine Corps?
A lot of it had to do with the whole college thing. Kind of got myself in a nice little hole, and I was trying to dig myself out of it.
So you joined the Marine Corps, you got an e-tool, you were able to dig yourself out.
Just
Raw.
like MCT.
Yeah, simplified.
Raw. And then, obviously, my dad was in the military. He was a Marine. I was like thinking, well, my dad did it, why can't I? I did it.
You made it.
I made it.
I would have to say that I joined mainly because my parents were both in.
I feel like that's like one of the big reasons a lot of people want to join is they have family members that were in.
I think I like this lighting better than the other one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm glad I picked it. What is your favorite memory?
Fudge. Do we want to like specify that?
I don't know. You wrote the questions.
You go first.
All right. So I would say one of probably my favorite memories, probably for like the rest of my life, would have to be when I got my EGA, because I was hurting. And like right after I got it, I was like, man, I got this.
My favorite memory would be when we were flying back from Afghanistan and we flew into Maine. We got off the plane and we were coming out of the terminal, and there was just a bunch of civilians lined up outside of the terminal with like little American flags and Marine Corps flags, and they were like cheering for us. They had like welcome back signs. No idea who any of these people were, but somehow they knew we were flying back and they were like welcoming us home.
It's like you just won a national championship, like the Super Bowl. You're just trying to party in Cleveland.
All right, who was your favorite teacher in school?
Mr. and Mrs. Manley. One was a history teacher, and then Mrs. Manley taught science. Probably one of my favorite classes in all of high school, or in school in general, is astronomy, because I like space.
I could point out Big Dipper.
It's actually Ursa Major.
But I could also point out Orion. What's his name, huh?
It's just Orion. Yeah, Pegasus by the Big Dipper.
My favorite teacher, first one that comes to mind, was actually my computer teacher. Her name was Miss Reed.
That would be funny if she was a music teacher. Because you played beats.
Oh.
Clarinet. What was your favorite job and why?
I think the grocery store I worked at was probably the best job. I was happy going there, you know, like it was not simple when I worked in customer service.
Fuck you, Karen. My favorite job, I worked at a steakhouse called Cattleman's Roadhouse. I was a busser, and I was a host. After we would get out on like a Friday or Saturday, we'd clock out, we'd go to Applebee's.
I think I'm gonna change my answer. I think I'm gonna pick the bar that I worked at, actually. Some nights I'd work back in the kitchen. Some nights I'd be bouncing at the door. Every night I'm dealing with drunk people.
It's kind of like our job now.
Except every person I deal with is trained to kill.
Raw?
Semper.
Trained killers.
What is your favorite and least favorite thing about Cali?
My least favorite thing about Cali is the fucking traffic. My favorite part about that is the fact that it takes me an hour to go
Anywhere.
like 15 miles down the road. It's just like... My least favorite thing is that gas is like almost $5 a gallon. My favorite thing would have to be like the different kind of buildings that you see, like a piers where you see the palm trees and you just get the absolute best view of the ocean. You see like the Spanish type villa houses. Those are pretty neat.
Yeah, I would say my least favorite thing is definitely the cost of living. It's ridiculous out here.
Probably the amount that you paid for this house, I could probably buy like a whole neighborhood in Kentucky.
But my favorite thing by far is the beaches and the sunsets on the beach.
So for this next segment, we're gonna start shooting questions and just gonna answer them as fast as we can.
Favorite food?
Mexican.
Pizza. Favorite sport?
College basketball.
Team.
University of Kentucky Wildcats.
Baseball, and I'm gonna go with the Cubbies right here. If you could live anywhere outside of the U.S., where would it be?
New Zealand. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings, and that's where they filmed like half of the movie, or the entirety of the movie, pretty much. Hobbit on.
Canada, maybe? What is your idea of a great party?
Got some black lights, got some black paint, or like black light paint.
And
like,
got some black
I
girls.
just start. Once you go black, you know, come back, but
Damn right.
sometimes you do. Get some neon paint, just start fucking throwing it around everybody, just splattering around. You have yourself a nice black light party.
I would just say, idea of a great party, man. Everybody around a bonfire with some beers and some good music. What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Saving Private Ryan.
Really?
Yeah.
I always saw you more as like a super bad type of person.
World War II, baby.
Well, mine's Big Daddy,
Big Daddy.
because I wipe my own ass.
Because he's also
A Big Daddy. Anyways, I hope you all wipe your own asses, and we'll see you next time on the PJ Vibes.
yes, sir.
Peace.